I would have really liked that bonus for course record, and like I got a ton of respect for a lot of the guys on that course, on that list of top times on there for sure. And it was definitely, wasn't intimidating, it was exciting, you know, it was like chasing your older brother, not so much like I want to take him down. It was more just like, well, let's just smile and try to steal something here. And yeah, and then but all those training miles, and it was just like we did the first 6 miles pretty honestly, and it was like, all right, course record's gone. That's not going to happen. This course is not mellow. It's not what the elevation profile looks like even, you know. It's like that's first bit super aggressive, those ups and downs. You don't net anything, but it's like those are tight little ups and downs. And so from that point, it was like, all right, let's just race, have fun, you know, appreciate where I'm at, and just kind of enjoy some training day. And then I just wanted to make sure that I hammered honestly enough while I was alone that nobody had to try to race me on the downhill, because I really didn't want to have to race hard on that downhill, because that would have took twice as much out of me. That's the good news, because there's so much uphill here, is you really don't, you're not too beat up, you know. There's not a lot of hobbling around going on out here. It's all that uphill is super gentle on you, so it made this race just even more perfect, even if I hate running uphill. They were fun. They spiced it up. It was more the drastic downhill and the drastic uphill on each side of those streams than it was the stream. I was doing a really good job of skirting across all of them, except the one that was running right down the middle of the trail. And then like I kept like mantling up. I'd see a course marking and like mantle up onto the grass on the side. There's like a third of a mile where it was, I don't know what, 6-8 inches just running down the middle of like our trail or whatever. And I was like mantling up onto the side thinking like that there was course there, and then just plopping right back into the water, and there wasn't, that was the course. And it was like, all right, well, we're having fun. And yeah, slapped the shoes out. I was in the 1.5, and those don't really hold water at all, so that was really nice. And from there, it was just having fun. It was cold. It was cold, definitely. Like I heat train a lot, so I was looking forward to some heat out here, and it would have helped for a course record attempt definitely if I was in better shape for it. But yeah, it was cold, and that water was cold, man, super cold. I was like, if it rains on me, I might have to drop and turn blue. But it was just so beautiful out there and just so inspiring. And then we crested that, and it was like, thank God we're done. And like I could see there was no one even remotely close. Like I think you made up a lot of time on that downhill. I was like, I'm just gonna do like 7s. It's like I'm just gonna not do any muscular damage here. And so I was just relieved, because I can naturally run really well on downhills. I like downhills, and so to not like have to hammer down that was pretty nice. It takes somebody that really likes rolling hills. That profile, because there's so much net gain on this course, that profile makes it look like it's a rollers into a big long grinder. And even the description I would have to disagree with. Like, oh, at mile 15, the real climbing starts. And I was like, oh, damn, man, if we're not even on the real climbing yet, this is spanking me, dude. What am I even going to do when this gets steeper? And I think it actually gets mellower. I think the percent grade of the uphills is cut in half in the second half of that course. So you need sharp anaerobic fitness to take down that course record to go that far under 4, you know, to get 350 or better. It's sharp. You got to be sharp. You can't just roll in here with winter base miles for sure, unless it's someone that just has disgusting talent. I mean, I'm not like a talented runner, so maybe I can't speak to that, but it's definitely, I feel like I'm in really good aerobic shape, and running this many miles, like I'm feeling tough, just calloused to the effort a little bit, but it's gonna take some serious sharpness to handle those little pops up where it's just a wall. I mean, I ran every step, but it was slow, you know. Those uphills were, once you start getting 30% or whatever coming out of a creek bed, it's steep. Wet shoes or not, it's definitely steep. Well, I'm really targeting UROC, Ultra Race of Champs, on May 13th. And I got a few like in-town friends from Durango that are all going for it, and like I feel like we got some Durango pride with 3 of us going out there and really having a shot for the win. So obviously I'd like to do well for myself, but it's even more pressure with that. So I want to make sure that I'm nice and raced and sharp going into that. So I wanted to get some 50Ks under me, and I saw that we had one on the 1st and then one more on the 8th. And so I'm going to come down for both of these to the 57K next weekend at Whiskey Basin. And I'm just training right through both of them, so it's not like there's any secret. I'm at like 100 and just under 120 miles for this week already, and I'll go out and I want to hit 140, so I'll hit 140.